And just what are you? And why are you here? I asked the metallic creature staring at me with what could be eyes. I am here to witness, it said. A smirk naturally plastered on my face without my realization. I held up the object in my hand without saying anything. Yes, that, it said. It's just an energy saving node, a tiny solar panel, though it's not a panel at all, I said. That will be the 28th most important component to humanity inventing time travel. It will not benefit you personally, and in several thousand years will be applied to storing enough power to propel Homo sapiens to other worlds for colonization throughout all of time and space. What? You came all the way here from some distant future just to watch me make this crude thing in my garage? Prior to visiting you, I witnessed the first processor, then the first microprocessor in their initial construction, then the other 25 components for the universal drive to function. You're telling me that I invented time travel? I dared to question. You invented the 28th most important component for humanity to invent the universal drive, the thing corrected. And what would happen if I decided to toss this in the garbage and do something entirely different? I dared to play devil's advocate with this creature from an unknown future. You won't. It stated as fact, not even humoring me in the least. I sighed. All right. Seems boring and pointless to visit me at all. Why? For historical documentation confirmation. The monotone would have made me cringe if I wasn't fascinated by this whole thing happening. Isn't that a waste of time? I asked. Utilizing the universal drive, both time and space are traversable in limitless fashion. Ah, yes, that makes sense. So you just wanted to swing by to watch me make the blueprint for screws on a spaceship long after I die. So what happens when humanity gets to other planets? Do we join a galactic empire full of unimaginable aliens? No. Why not? Observing any potential planet requires the optimum starting point in order to maximize planetary productivity. Preventing native life from forming is essential for... I interrupted the robot, or whatever it is. Preventing native life? Are you telling me that humans go to a planet and never let it form life? Correct. We never encounter alien life. Correct. How many worlds will humanity colonize? Every usable and inhabitable space is utilized throughout the entire history of every world throughout the galaxies. Holy shit! I could feel my words and thoughts going out of sync due to the shock of that statement. I shook my head furiously in order to regain my composure. Are you telling me that humanity conquers every world? No. What do you mean, no? You just told me that we go to every world and dominate every moment of every world. Correct. My eyes narrowed as I held out one finger in a waiting fashion to my visitor. I paced back and forth 3 times, trying to formulate my words prior to speaking. But you just said that we go to every world and just rule it, refusing to allow other life to form. Correct. How is that not conquering those worlds? No conflict occurs. I opened my mouth and snapped it shut, refusing to allow myself to be reactionary. That small amount of self-restraint gave me the clarity to understand what my guest truly meant. Oh my God. You mean we, that is the human race, goes to every planet and prevents alien life from forming and we just superimpose ourselves there instead? Correct. Which means we will never meet any aliens. Correct. Because we never allowed any life we don't directly control to ever form in the first place. Correct. This explains the Fermi Paradox. Well, anyone reading this already knows what the Fermi Paradox is. I'll explain it on the off chance you don't. We have never encountered extraterrestrial life, and that defies logic. There should be some evidence of intelligent life out there, yet we're not seeing any. The Fermi Paradox states that either intelligent life doesn't want us to see it, or no other life makes it past a certain point and just dies out. Logically, some alien race should have colonized all our worlds, and we should be seeing signs of that, and we're not. Correct. Why would we do that? I dared to ask, knowing I won't like the answer. Humans have always done that, even to each other. Homo sapiens kill off anything they cannot control in order to prevent genocide. It is much easier, less confrontational, and all around more humane to simply control all life on any world humanity occupies. Are you human? I asked, not believing it could be human. I am a product of humanity, just as you are a product of earlier life prior to humans. I nodded and immediately understood, changed the subject. And what will you do now that you have witnessed the creation of the 28th most important component to that universal drive you mentioned? After our interaction is complete, I will proceed to the 27th most important component, the universal drive. What will that be, or was it already invented? A spatial compactor in 600 years from last Thursday of your time. Does that create dimensions like a Doctor Who TARDIS? No. What will it do? I asked. It is part of a navigational galactic compass. The thing actually paused. It sort of stood there, staring at empty space next to me. I think it was downloading information of some kind of future internet. This will allow for near flawless course setting from planet to planet. What about time travel itself? When will it be invented? It cocked its head in genuine confusion. Explain. Time travel. You use that to come here. When is that invented? I asked. It pointed at the bauble in my hand. We already discussed and said nothing. I held it up, not understanding its meaning. This? You already said this is a component to time travel. When is time travel actually invented? Again, its confusion was apparent. I could tell it did not know how to respond. I attempted to reword my question. This is just a part of time travel or universal drive or whatever. When is the full thing made, done, completed, put together, or whatever? 62,143 years. 7 months, 15 days, 2 hours, 9 minutes, and 12 seconds from now. 40.7128 degrees north, 74.0060 degrees west. I only had crude understanding of longitude and latitude, but I understood all the same. I also understood that time, as a fourth dimension, would make more sense if the physical location was added for clarification purposes. I merely nodded my head to indicate my understanding. Do you have any further questions for me prior to my departure? It asked. My eyes widened. I can just ask you questions? Aren't you worried I might tell others or cause a paradox or anything? No, it stated. Why not? Oh, no, you're going to erase my mind, aren't you? No. I was taken aback by that answer. Why not? The only action of consequence from you has already been done, it said, causing me to glance at the object in my hand I invented just before it arrived. I could just ask you anything, and you insist it won't have any consequences. None that will matter. Your report has already been accomplished. As payment for allowing me to witness and document, I will provide you with any desired information. I felt equally excited and insulted. Aren't you worried about me messing up the timeline or causing a paradox from the information you give me? No. Why not? Paradoxes are not real. You are incapable of altering time in any consequential capacity. I could actually hear my heart beating rapidly. What are winning lottery tickets tomorrow? I tossed that at him as a joke. 12:32. I stopped it from saying the rest. Not out of some desire to conserve the timeline, but out of sheer desire to find a pen. Word! I nearly fell on my face, rushing to my desk on the other side of the garage. Okay, continue.